AquaGuard Spill Response designs and manufactures equipment for oil spills. So basically it's the equipment that's required to concentrate and collect and also recover oil in a water-based spill.
So we've been successful within the oil industry, in refining, for example, to provide them with higher efficiency oil skimming systems for their own internal process.
Well, AquaGuard Spill Response was founded in 1992 by our current company owners, Lawrence Bertilli and Nigel Bennett. Lawrence and Nigel had previously worked for AquaGuard Spill Technologies, and before that, a company called Bennett Environmental. Those two companies were owned by Nigel's father. So those companies were involved in many different things. They were involved in the first rudimentary oil spill booms. They were involved in the incineration business. They were involved in oil spill contingency plans for many different countries. And then they were getting involved in basic oil skimmers. From there, from AquaGuard Spill Technologies, and then finally in 1992, when Lawrence and Nigel broke off completely from these companies, that's when they started to focus on the first brush skimmer and the disc skimmer and the basis of the skimming line that we have today.
Now how the piece of equipment works is that the brush will rotate and skim at the very top of the water. So what will happen is once this brush is rotating, it comes up through these combs, and the combs actually pull what the brush has pulled out of the water and will refuge it through this front trough on this front scraper, and the back scraper will actually remove the oil right into the sump. Now once the oil has actually got to the sump, the pump will actually pick up that oil out of the sump and then discharge it out through this side of the pump, which in return would have a hose on the end of this pickup unit, and would take that oil either to a ship's area to hold up the oil or take it to shore.
We realized the patent in December of 2007. It was applied 2 years previous to that, and it patents our recovery technology. So you have a rotating member, which could be a brush, a disc, or a drum, that rotates through the water column, and the patent covers the technology of that member to recover that oil, remove the oil from the brush or the disc or the drum, and deposit it into a sump or a pump. So it's a technology method of recovering oil from the surface of the water. We manufacture all of our skimmers from marine grade aluminum. All of our skimmers are tested, the recovery rates and efficiencies, through a third party called DNV. So we have many different testings and credibility behind what our products may do.
Our skimmers are certified up to 98% oil recovery and only 2% water. So it's very important for the customer to know he's going to recover the oil and not the water.
20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, there's a chemical dispersants that are sprayed over oil, and what happens is that these dispersants attach themselves to the oil, which makes oil heavier than the water, and it makes the oil sink to the bottom. Well, of course, the problem with that is that everything looks nice on the surface of the water, but the whole ecosystem below is destroyed. The best is to respond quickly, contain the oil, and recover it with a skimming device.